trying to get you to where your mind is patient and you're getting a lot of repetition in your rallies. All right, now listen to what I'm saying. When you're competing, give me your eyes, you want a quiet head but a loud body. You know, when you start pushing, usually you get a loud head and you start worrying, how am I doing? Am I going to win? Am I losing? You start getting a loud head, but your body gets a little wimpy. King Wimp says, oh, I'm afraid. Like this. Quiet in your head, concentrate. Be like you're just sort of riding on a sailboat, or you're just relaxed. Feel in your head. Just relax. Look at the mountains if you get a little nervous. Look how beautiful that is. All right? But your body has to stay loud. Now, Coach Steve was back here talking earlier. If you're back here in the green, your ball should be, what, 4 or 5 foot over the net, shouldn't it, Coach?
Good rotation.
Yeah, good rotation of 4 or 5 over the net. If your feet, you're in the green here, 4 or 5 foot rotation. Now, where should you hit the ball? Cross court or down the line if you're back here in the green? Cross court.
Match. Cross court, not this game.
Cross court. Well, cross the body. Yeah. We'll say cross the body or into the body. It's not cross court, it's across the body. If you hit a good deep ball across the body, your opponent can't do anything at all. And they might make the mistake of going down the line too soon. And if they do that, you'll have an easy angle. Guys, across the body, across the body, across the body when you're back here. If your feet are up inside the baseline, you can go to the open court a little easier. Either pull the ball or hit the ball a little earlier, flatter, harder. Look, if you're hitting the ball cross court, listen guys. Tennis is about time. You want to give yourself time and take the time away from your opponent. So when you're back here in the green, you hit across the body, across their body, and give yourself time with a high ball, with a spinning good rotation on the ball. Our slices work good across the body. If you get a ball that you're going to change direction and go to the open court, hit it early, flatter, or harder. You take their time away to the open court, you give yourself time to the close. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's not about playing their forehand or backhand. That will backfire on you almost all the time. If Brandon's backhand, it's not. If backhand is weaker and I only play his backhand, by the end of the match, his backhand gets better and he ends up playing me with what? Two strong shots. Okay? If you're good enough from the baseline, you usually play the directionals first, or the time is important. Real good players from the baseline, you know, guys probably can't do this yet, but you'll play their strength from the baseline, and then you attack the weakness more. But you don't build the weakness during the match until it's time. Okay? Across the body, across the body, across the body. Give yourself time. Spin, high balls, slice when you go across the body. To the open court, take time away. All right, now we're going to do something a little different to practice your cross courts now.
Coach, can I mention these?
Yes, go ahead, Coach. Anybody in coaches want to
Guys,
talk?
when you're, maybe you guys didn't see the match, but it doesn't matter. If you look at the pros, I mean, when you're, or even a really proficient college player or something, I mean, how hard do you think, given a percentage, 100% swinging as hard as you possibly can, if you did that, you could actually get hurt, okay? I mean, swinging as hard as you physically can. Most guys don't even swing, or gals don't even swing within that range. Not as hard as they possibly can. It's hard as maybe works for the moment. You see what I mean? But most of the time, they're swinging 3/4 speed. They're just riding here, just going boom. And they look relaxed. You're thinking, oh, they're creaming the ball. They're in a relaxed mode, you know? I'm seeing some of you guys, you got a ball, you don't have a whole lot of room right here, and you're back here and you're going boom, like that. I mean, what's that? The person just goes doink right back. I mean, eventually it's a matter of attrition, or someone's gonna miss, right? So you got to pick a speed that you feel all day, and you just go, you know, but don't push. Pushing never pays, right, Coach? Pushing doesn't pay, because what it teaches you is to push to win. You'll never learn how to execute racket hit speed. And when he talks about, you know, quiet hit, you know, I also talk about you have fast feet and just calm hands. I mean, you're just, you know, right through there. Be relaxed when you hit the ball, okay? So the idea is pick a speed and a spin that you feel like, bring it on. I can do this all day. Is that all you got? I can do this all day. Because if you win the long points, guess what they have to do? They have to somehow shorten it up, because it's not happening. And what they do is you take them out of their comfort zone. Now they start going down the line. So in a game like this, it may not be what you're used to, because you think, hey, I can crack the return and win the point right away. This is more about, I'm going to get the ball in, you bring one more back, that's okay, because I can go all day. You see what I'm saying? So just make sure you manage the speed a little bit, like that.
Coaches, anything else?
Yeah, what I see a lot
Coach
is
Tom.
the balls are going too low over the net. That means it's you're gonna have a lot of mistakes in the net, and the ball is not going deep. Okay, everybody of you is a lot more uncomfortable to hit a higher, deeper ball than a fast, lower ball, which is usually a little bit shorter. Okay, so it's more error prone and it's not very effective. So I give you the advice: try to hit deeper, higher over the net. Give yourself margin. Okay, spin the ball more. And another thing is your positioning. I see you guys always too close to the baseline, and you don't have enough time. Not enough time for the deep ball. Always come off, depending on the situation. If you're in offense, you can be a little bit closer. But if the situation is neutral, like a lot of times it is, you got to be back to have enough time. Also to create something, to come around to play more forehands. Okay, I have more time. I can do more. I can control the game more.
Okay, guys. Now we're going to go back. Remember, you moved up or down, but now listen. We're going to go cross court instead of up the line. So the highest court, who are the top two players right over there? Brandon and Naveed. Brandon and Naveed will be going ad court to ad court. And you'll be using Emerson boundaries and doubles boundaries too. And I want you to work on getting the spins and practice your angles a little bit too. But you'll go cross court to cross court. The higher court there is ad to ad. If you were right there on the second part of that court, you'll go deuce to deuce. So whoever was supposed to be here will be going ad to ad and deuce to deuce. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
On the court, the higher court is ad court. The lower court is deuce. So if you lose on this court into deuce, where do you move? No,
Ad on that court.
If you lose, you move down there to the ad. If you win on the ad court here, where would you go?
Deuce court on the higher court.
Deuce court on the higher court. Does everyone understand? You understand rubber band? You know what I mean, jelly bean? You know how I feel, banana peel? Every ball counts now. Returns, everything counts. So you play from the first ball. Girls, come on, hustle up. Jog, jog.
Go girls, run it in.
Hustle, come on, come on. Come on in, girls.
Run it. That's not a run, that's a walk. There you go.
One of the things tomorrow, remember when you compete, you bring your water jug. You bring everything you need for your match. The little things is what Miss Carol talked about the first day. Okay, make sure you're prepared so you don't rely on anybody else to bring you water or have you ready to play. All right, listen, guys, we're doing these drills purposely to sort of see where you're at with your concentration muscle also. I need your eyes. I gotta stop every time I don't get everybody's eyes, Matthew. Your concentration muscle is the most important muscle out here. And everybody's playing well for a period of time, and then some bad stuff happens, and then what happens is I see him. He's over there. Who's over there looking? King Whip, he's here. And then he jumps on your shoulder and you lose your concentration, and then your game spins down. All right, now when you start to lose your concentration, the first thing is get your eyes in the right place. So what can you do? Look at your strings, fix your strings. Look at your shoes. Look at your racket butt. Oh, that's neat. There's a U, there's an, okay. But get your eyes focused. What else do you do when your concentration leaves? What do?
You can say I can do it.
I can do it. Next right, I like to say, do the next right thing. Next right thing. Next right thing. Do the next right thing. I goofed up, do the next right thing. I played what? Do the next right thing. What do you do, Harrison?
I sometimes
Okay, you look at your shoes. You might concentrate on the way you walk. Guys, everybody has something, but bring your concentration back, because that's where the game is won and lost. And this is a practice session today for you to get ready. You'll have a big advantage on those kids that just show up at the tournament tomorrow. They won't be used to the altitude and they won't be used to the courts. It'll be old hat for you. But you have to have the routine. So when your concentration leaves, get your eyes at the right place and say the right thing in your head. Last, if you start to get mad, listen, this is important. In tennis, you never bring shame on your family name or on the game. You never bring shame on the game or on your family name. You honor this tennis court when you come out. You come out, and how many of you saw the movie Gladiator? What did Maximus do every time he came out to fight? You remember what he did?
No, I don't.
You remember what he did? No. What did he do? What was his ritual? You remember? Don't you remember what he would do? Okay, when you walk out here on the tennis court, this is a special, special place. You know, get down here and maybe do this. It said, I will honor the game and I will honor my family name. You never bring shame on the game or your family name. That's all. That's all. So you remember that. So we're going to play back to your court where you were at. Now you'll finish this game with the person you are, but we're going to throw another little wrinkle in there. You only get one serve, and the receiver has to come to the net on your second serve. So you got somebody that's got a little whippy, kick whip, second serve. You come on in after and put pressure on that. So we want you to learn how to do that a little bit. There might be a time for doing that. And then we're going to do a concentration 5-minute rally ball like we've been doing, with no talking, and try to break your record. And then we're going to play some doubles. But we need you to concentrate right now on this. Coaches, anything else? Okay. Guys.
You want to talk about the line thing some other time?
Well, go ahead, Coach. What do you want to say?
I'm going to make it real quick. But I bring people in to make it. You guys understand it's not. You guys are not any different than other people around the world. So I had a player one time. It was from Turkey. He was the #1 Turkish player. He played really well. And when he played these tournaments, he played 3 or 4 guys and said, Coach, that guy called a bad call on me. And I said, well, you know, did it cost you the match? Well, no. And another guy, he goes the next day, he says, that guy made a bad call on me. And the next day he says, man, it's just, and he get all upset. And I said, Mustafa, or Muzi we call him, I said, what's the common denominator here? He says, me? I said, yeah, so you obviously have an issue with all these different guys, and I'll tell you what, I didn't have any problem with any of the calls the guys made. So if the onion stinks, you know, if it smells in the refrigerator and there's an onion there, it's probably the onion, not something else. So if you're always questioning people's calls, you might put the finger back at yourself and say, you know what, am I just a complainer whiner? It's okay to say, are you sure, once in a match, you know, if it's really obvious, but most of the time you're wrong. The balls are okay.
If a person would cheat, what are they doing? They're bringing shame on
Their game and the family name.
They're bringing shame on the game and the family name. And if I'm fighting Brandon and he knocks me down, and I get here and I pick up sand and throw it in his face, his eyes, that's cheating. Isn't that awful? So if a person ever cheats you, it means they're one step away from losing. They've given up on trying to beat you with their racket. Guys, okay, the next time a person cheats you, if a person cheats you at this tournament, Do not go, oh, referee, referee, I'm getting cheated, referee, referee, mom, dad. Everybody knows what a snitch baby is, don't you? There's nothing worse than a snitch baby. You know, I mean, snitch babies used to get beat up on the playground when I was a kid. Okay, you never snitch. You know, unless it's something really, 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 really serious, then you get your mom or dad. But for a line call, mom, dad. You know, and if you do that, you'll lose very quickly because the cheater got away with throwing sand in your face. But remember this, if the person cheats you, you smile next time. Just smile and said, I didn't need that point anyway. And then you go back, you don't have to say it to them, but say it to yourself. And then you go back, or you can drop a ball and hit it into the net and make believe you missed a shot. But you go back and you say, he's only 5 minutes away from losing now. Okay, once a person cheats, they're 5 minutes away from losing. Unless if it bothers you, or if you run and get mom and dad, then probably you're going to lose very, very quickly. Okay? All right. Let's go back and play. Everybody, one serve, receiver comes in. One serve, receiver comes in. Great experience and a wonderful blessing to be here. You know, and God bless all these people that work for this. It's been fantastic.